Now, although we're going to talk about handling difficult customers in your business, I want to make this perfectly clear that everything I'm going to talk about in this video is specifically applicable to having better relationships and better communication with all people in all areas of your life. And this is from personal experience. Now, as you're watching this, if you relate, if you like it, if you learn something, if you find it valuable, please hit like down below, and also please pop in the comments any perspective you have, any questions, any thoughts, or any value to add, because a lot of people do get a lot of value from the comments. All right, so comment below, and also don't forget to hit subscribe and the little notification bell if you would like more videos like this every single week. All right, so let's dive into handling difficult customers. Now, my view on this is that there's no such thing as a difficult customer, because that is just a story, a perspective that we're creating as a business owner about them. Now, what's really happening is when a customer complains or we receive a complaint in our business, there is a mismatch between their expectation of the experience that they were going to receive from our business and what they've actually received as an experience from our business. And that tells us one of two things: either that the experience was lacking or not what they expected and needs to be improved in some way, or it's telling us that their expectation of the experience is out of line and not what it should be based on the experience that we're trying to offer. And both of those things, whether it's their actual experience or the expectation of their experience, are 100% within our control. Because we set the expectation of their experience in our communication with them as a customer throughout the process. And we control the experience that they have by how good our business is at delivering the value that we promise, and how good we are at solving the pains and problems that our customer is looking to solve by, working with us in our business, or by developing a relationship with our business. And so with those two things in mind, a customer complaint or feedback from a customer is a direct mirror about where we are missing in those two areas, right? Are their expectations completely out of whack, in which case we've got to work on how we position ourselves in our messaging, or is the experience that they're receiving not up to par of what it should be, in which case we need to work on improving that customer experience within our business. Okay, so customer feedback, customer complaints are the mirror, the most effective mirror that tell us where we need to put our attention and our focus in our business to improve. But the distinction is that we've got to be open to actually hearing it, because a lot of the time it's very easy to slip into that ego-driven state where we're like, no, they're wrong, they're talking crap, they're difficult, they're being frustrating, it's not us, it's them. God, why is it always us that gets these difficult customers? Blah, 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 blah. That's not true. The point is that we need to be open to receiving that feedback as business owners. And a lot of the time, if we're honest with ourselves, if the expectation is out, we need to own that the expectation is out and own that we've created that with our messaging. So where in our process are we overselling? Are we misleading? Are we sugarcoating? Are we glossing over? Or are we attracting the wrong people with the wrong type of message? So for example, a lot of what I do is helping people start online businesses and get out the corporate rat race and ultimately create the lives that they want to create. Now, for me to set an incorrect expectation at the start might be something along the lines of, okay, so, most people who start this journey will generally start seeing results and generating an income within 90 days, and then it's just a matter of time until they ultimately create the life of freedom and start traveling the world. Now, that would be an incorrect expectation. And if I set that at the start, and then people decide based on that they're going to do business with me, well, when they don't start seeing that result, there's going to be obviously unhappy people, because I've set the expectation at the start that that's a realistic thing for people to create by interacting with my business. And that means I've oversold, I've sugarcoated, I've painted a picture that isn't strictly true. And so the important thing is to set the expectations and say, hey, most people who start this journey won't succeed. And the vast majority of people who do start the journey can take any amount of time to create a result. It's just like going to the gym. You know, some people join a gym and get six-pack abs in 6 months. Other people join the gym and 2 years later, they're still struggling. The point is that everyone's different, and it's on each person individually as to the result that they're going to create in their business. Now, if that's the expectation from the start, that's going to put off the people who want the get-rich-quick, bullshit that doesn't exist, and it's going to attract the type of people who are willing to do the work and are willing to take responsibility for the result that they create in their business. Right? Very different expectation attracts a very different type of customer, and therefore, if I was getting complaints from people that are like, hey, it's been 90 days and I'm not getting the result already, and I feel like you're misleading and, your program's crap and I want a refund, that's telling me that I'm setting an expectation that's out of line with the truth. That's my feedback, all right? But I've got to be open to receive that. I've got to be open to taking responsibility and going, hey, if they're telling me this, that is on me. I've created that feedback by how I've positioned things at the start. We've got to own it. It's always us as business owners. We're responsible. Now, on the flip side, let's say we've set the expectations correctly at the front end and we're confident that our messaging is 100% accurate. We're not misleading. We're not implying. We're not giving people the wrong idea in any way. And yet people are coming through and they're like, listen, your service is not delivered. You've not given me what I wanted. You've missed the point on here and here and here and here. Again, we've got to be open to honestly looking at our business and recognizing where we're falling short. Are we actually delivering the service that people expect to receive when they start a relationship with us and with our company? And if the answer is no, we've got to own that. You can't sugarcoat it and say, hey, it's their fault. They're just too, they're too picky. They're too fussy, blah, 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 blah. Again, if that's the case, we've set that expectation. So that's really the key. It's about being open to hearing what feedback other people are giving us in business. And again, this applies to all areas of life. Being open to receive that feedback and recognize that feedback in any way is a mirror that is telling us something very specific. It's giving us access to a lesson, but we've got to be open to see it. Okay, so if you're in business, if you're thinking of starting a business, make sure that you start your company with this in mind, right? Take the responsibility that the relationship or the relationships you're about to develop with your customers and the experience that you're about to create in your business is 100% on you. Customer feedback, most valuable bit of feedback you can get about your own business and whether it's delivering what you think it's delivering in terms of value. All right, so hopefully this perspective has helped. If you have got some takeaways out of it, hit like now, please. And if you do have questions, comments, anything to add, please comment below. Again, a lot of people get value from the comments on these videos. And don't forget to hit subscribe, bottom corner, because I do 3 videos like this every single week, either on online business, entrepreneurship in general, mindset, becoming your best self, happiness, fulfillment, all these kind of things. So hit subscribe and get reminders for these videos when they go live. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.